Welcome to Little Bracket of Horrors, the pod that puts the fight in fright.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Derek.
I'm Shelly.
And I'm Matt.
And we are Little Bracket of Horrors. And this week, we're talking about American Psycho, our final movie of the 2023 season. So, welcome, guys. We made it.
It's exciting.
We made it.
It
We're
is very
here.
exciting. Yeah. After we cover American Psycho today, we'll be building the bracket after this episode. So, stay tuned if that interests you. I hope it does.
Because what was this all for?
Yeah, what's this all for?
Why are we here
Yes.
not to do that?
In the words of Patrick Bateman, our confession meant nothing if you don't stay tuned and listen. So anyways, yeah, guys, anything scary happen? You watch anything scary? Shelly?
Well, I turned 40. That was kind of scary.
The big 4-0.
Welcome to the club.
Thank
Hey,
you.
hey.
I know.
Yeah.
Last one in this little trio.
Hell yeah.
So young.
I
Such a
although Matt
baby.
years ago. Sorry. Just.
What'd you say? I can't hear you.
How not?
But we had a little weekend in Orlando. A bunch of friends came. One being Derek's wife, Carrie.
Yep.
And me and Carrie like to cuddle and share a bed when we're traveling. So this was no different. I don't know if Carrie told you this story.
Go ahead.
She might have.
I don't think so. I want to hear it now.
So the first night we slept great, and I even made a comment. I was like, it seemed like I could get up and go to the bathroom, and like you didn't even feel me getting up. The second night, I don't know what it was, but I went to go roll over, and I might have shook the bed a little bit.
Oh, yes.
Did she tell you?
No, yes, go ahead.
Get ready, man.
Yeah.
So I'm just rolling over, like nothing weird or strange.
I do
out
it
of the
all
ordinary.
the time. Yep.
All of a sudden, Carrie wakes up in like a blood-curdling screams my name.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it because this room,
Yeah, we
the
don't-
room
Yeah,
we're
we'll
in,
get
I'm
the-
really loud. And Shelly! And then she's just like, the bed is shaking.
Wow.
And she is like straight up like panicking.
Yep.
Like she grabs my hand and like puts it on her heart. She's like, feel my heart. Feel my heart. I'm just like the bed's shaking. Like there was an earthquake or something. She finally calms down. But of course, like I was up for like an hour, like don't move.
Just in the
I was like, I can't move anymore. The next morning, we of course laughed about it, but it was kind of scary because I was like, "What? Ah!"
Yeah.
We're shocked the whole house didn't wake up because that's how loud she screamed.
Yeah. I forget what her nightmare was, but she woke up as you were moving and
Yeah.
she just freaked.
Yeah, she's like, and at first she was like, I don't even know what it was. I think I was having a dream, and it just all connected. I was like, well, I'm a little
crazy.
terrified, and it sounds like you are too.
That's crazy.
So that was fun.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of scary, but
Yeah.
bless her heart. We did laugh about it the next day, and
You got
shocked that nobody else heard
Yeah.
her scream like that because it was very loud.
There were-
very loud.
Your birthday had a lot of people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a bunch of people met up at Epcot.
Uh-huh.
Awesome.
Carrie was
So-
telling me on the Guardians of the Galaxy ride, you guys took up a whole ride.
Yeah, except for the
front. Yeah.
front seats, 2 seats.
Yeah.
Oh,
We had the
awesome.
whole ride except 2 seats.
I know, that's crazy.
It would have been
cool.
cool to have the whole entire ride.
I
but
know, so close. If I would have made it out, we could have got
You
there.
could have gotten it, yeah.
I know.
You and Ian. That would have been you and Ian.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. Ugh,
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
exactly.
Never happened. I don't even know how we all got in the same
I know.
boarding group and
How it worked
everything.
out.
It all worked out, so.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Huh, Jinx.
Hey, Matt, what about you? Anything scary?
Nah, nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Just your everyday
Life.
shit.
Life is scary.
Yeah.
Life is scary.
So I'm always watching stuff, and there was a movie that came out in the beginning of this year that I wanted to go to the theaters to see, but I just missed it, and it was Infinity Pool, which is by Brandon Cronenberg, who is the son of David Cronenberg, who we did Rabid for this season.
Right.
So I finally watched it. It was amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed it. There's like body duplication in it. Obviously, it's a Cronenberg film. Even if it's Brandon, there's some sort of body modification stuff going on. So there's duplicates being made, and it's a real it's a puzzle piece to put together. And it was a ton of fun. Mia Goth is in it. She's a beast.
Yeah.
She's a beast. Anything she's in, sign me up for. She's amazing. So I highly recommend. If no one's watched Infinity Pool yet, go check it out. I think it's on like Hulu, and you can like rent it on Amazon and stuff. But yeah, Infinity Pool, I had to give it a shout out. I loved it so much.
And if there's another movie that we should shout out, one of our listeners, Brian M, recommends Thanksgiving. I think that's Eli Roth.
Yes, the one it's at the theaters right now.
I think I might go Thursday with the family. My mom wants to see it, so I'm like, cool. I can't turn my mom down from a horror movie.
That's so.
I think
awesome.
she's gonna hate it because she's not really into horror movies.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah,
that's hilarious. Your mom's the best.
But several people have gone and seen it, and they were like, no notes, it's great.
I've heard great things about it. When the trailer came out, I was a little bummed because it's based off of the movie trailer that's in the Grindhouse movies, and it looked like a real like gritty, like almost like 70s style shot trailer. And this obviously is much more clean cut, and it's like a much more crisp looking movie, like a Scream or something like that. So I was hoping for that aesthetic, but I've still heard amazing things about it. So I do plan on definitely checking out Thanksgiving. So awesome.
You can come Thursday.
If I don't have anything, I may tag along.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Sick.
I got in-laws coming.
Your in-laws?
In-laws coming.
You didn't speak about
Fuck
that.
family. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
Bring the bowlers. They'll love it.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. It's a nice.
You said nothing scary happens in your life.
It hasn't happened yet. So
when we do the bracket, then we can talk about scary
let you
things.
know.
All right, guys, let's get into American Psycho. And first up is Dig Up the Bones. And this match just gives some background on it. So Matt, take it away.
Okay. All right. So American Psycho is the movie that we were chosen to watch by the wheel. I'm just going through my notes.
You're just pulling them up.
Yeah. All right. So American Psycho runtime is an hour 44. This is a horror comedy.
We can't use those anymore. We really can't.
Rotten Tomatoes gives this a 68%. The initial release was January 21st, 2000, Sundance, and then it came out April 14th, 2000. Director is Mary Harron. I can't talk.
Yeah,
there we go. Distributed by Lionsgate Film. Produced by Edward R. Pressman, Chris Hanley, and Christian Halsey Salmon. Music by John Cale. Cost of this movie was $7 million. Box office gross, $34.3 million. Starring Christian Bale as Patrick Bateman, William Dafoe as Donald Kimball, Jared Leto as Paul Allen, Josh Lucas as Craig McDermott, Matt Ross as Louis Carruthers, whatever. Carruthers, yeah. Chloe Sevigny as Jean, Cara Seymour as Chrissy, and the list goes on. Reese Witherspoon as Evelyn. A lot of people in this movie. Mm-hmm. Sequel was American Psycho 2 with Mila Kunis, right?
Yeah. Shelley, did you ever see
it a true sequel? I don't know if it's a true sequel, is it?
It says American Psycho 2.
I did start watching it a couple years ago, but I bailed on it
because there's also isn't it like American Betty or something like that? That's like not a spoof, but like a
satire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where it's like a girl, but
yeah, it could be.
I've never seen American Psycho 2, nor I didn't know it was affiliated with the original either. So
yeah.
All right, synopsis. A wealthy New York City investment banking executive, Patrick Bateman, hides his alternate psychopathic ego from his coworkers and friends as he delves deeper into his violent, hedonistic fantasies.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So we land on American Psycho last week. Shelley. It was a Shelley pick.
It was, yes.
So how did you guys feel landing on it? Shelley, you want to...
I think we were all pretty excited.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were.
It's a great movie. Mm-hmm. I didn't see it until, I want to say within the last 10 years. I did not see when it originally came out.
Yeah.
So, but I remember watching it, and it's just such a good movie. And I'm really into things like Dexter and those kind of like serial killer type movies. So yeah, I was really excited to share this one with the world.
Perfect. Matt?
Yeah, I mean, and we pulled it and we spun it and it landed right on it. It was pretty impressive. It was pretty awesome. So yeah, what a great movie to end this bracket on. I mean, so I've seen it before, so I was definitely excited to watch it again.
Yeah.
None of us were first timers on this.
No. Actually, it's funny. A lot of films that kind of kicked me into start seeking out horror films. Like this was one of them, because I had a buddy in college who had like one of those CD case books with like a ton of horror films. He had like all the Evil Dead movies in them. He had Killer Clowns, and then he had American Psycho. And I watched them all, and I loved them all. So I was excited because I've only watched it then, and I really liked it, and I never went back to it. So I was like, oh, cool. Like when we picked it, I was like, I don't even remember how this fucking ends. So I was like, I'm excited to get back into it and watch this film. So yeah, I was pumped for it. So I think we're ready for Feasting Fiends. And this is where we talk about the overall pros, the overall cons of the movie, our favorite lines, most enjoyable, most annoying character, and then we finish it off with our favorite kills or scares. So, Shelly, kick us off. You were the one that gave it to us, so kick us off. Pros.
Yeah, so I really love the whole opening montage, like the
routine thing.
Well, not the routine. Well, yes, I do love the routine. Don't get me wrong. But I like the opening credits where it's the stark white and the blood dripping and the words are coming up, and then it's just a steak, and then they go into the restaurant, and then you get into the morning routine scene. So I thought it was just a really good opening to this movie.
Yeah.
You didn't really know where you were going, and when I first watched it, to be completely honest, I hadn't remembered how it ended either. So I rewatched it the first time, and I was like, oh shit, like again, like was shocked. But then rewatching the opening credits, because I did watch the movie a second time, I was like, oh, there's a lot of premonition just in the credits, like the opening credits alone. So like you can kind of catch on to what's going on just from the opening credits if you really knew, if you're paying attention. But for your first watch through, you don't really catch on to any of it. So I think it's really like well done, and it's very Dexter-like. So like it makes me think that maybe Dexter was kind of inspired a little bit from this movie. Yeah. I don't know. Of course, I'm gonna have to say the soundtrack. I love how they intertwine all the music with who Patrick Bateman is genius.
Yeah.
Whenever he's setting up a kill, he turns on some kind of catchy tune and like talks about it extensively. Like one of my favorites is the Whitney Houston "Greatest Love of All."
I know. It's
speech,
so good.
and the one girl is just like, "You have a Whitney Houston album?" So like that was one of my favorites. But
yeah.
So of course I do really like the soundtrack of the film, and then I love the use of the blood in this movie. It was enough blood for me, some great splatters, some great practical effects. So yeah, I really love the special effects in this film. So those are my 3 pros that I threw out there.
Nice.
Nice.
Matt,
Thanks.
Well, I can't top that. I mean, shit. I just put Christian Bale is absolutely amazing in this movie. I loved the comedic value of this psycho killer, and then just what's going on through his head. You know, his mind is actually narrating and stuff. So I love that part of it. Like Shelley said, it's very Dexter-esque. I love Dexter. I watched Dexter all the way through. So yeah, I just love I actually enjoyed the acting in this too. I mean, even though it was a little bit corny and stuff, I absolutely enjoyed it. And Christian Bale, come on, amazing,
solid.
So those are mine.
Yeah, I mean, just you guys, the casting. I mean, William Dafoe, it just plays like this offhand character, but he's golden. Everyone kills it in this. Christian Bale's great. Jared Leto as Paul Allen, like he just grinds your gears. Like every word out of his mouth, you just want to punch him in the face. And like that's what I think that's one of the biggest things I love about this film is that it's got, I'm a big fan of South Park because it's satire, holds a mirror up to society and stuff. And I think this is in the same way as a satire to like that Wall Street bro culture from the 80s. Yeah. And it made these characters all like cartoon-like, but it wasn't silly. It was very serious in the way that it gave it to us. But then like with the dialogue and the things they said, it just made for these hilarious moments that like the more you watch it, the funnier it got.
Well, the business cards alone, like that was just
it
was hilarious.
The business cards, the morning routine, it's just it's dialogue rich, and it's got this underlining hilariousness to it. So Yeah, those were my pros. I mean, we could talk about the score all day. The score is perfect, but those are my
but we
pros.
see a lot of movies where it's like there's hard to pick a good line. This is one of those
Oh my
ones where it's
gosh.
like, which one do I want?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that when I say dialogue rich, that's what like there's so many quotable lines, so much good stuff, so much meat in this film.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Meat.
All right, cons, Shelley.
I sometimes don't like how they make Christian Bale's character not likable.
Yeah.
I think it helps to him being likable, and then he's like, I'm chopping people up in pieces. So like when he has those little moments, like a lot of people love the business card scene, but I kind of hate it because I'm like, he looks like a douchebag. Like, don't make me hate Patrick because like I love him for who he is and because what he does. So I don't like how they kind of play off of the unlikability of these sales guys. I still don't get the ending.
Yeah.
I was saying, even after the second watch, I was still shocked. Like I said, oops, sorry. It's loud in here.
It's super loud, yeah.
So I watched it for the second time. I think I only watched it one time before when I originally watched it. I just remember really liking it.
Yeah.
And then the second time, it's been so long that I was like, oh my gosh, shocked again. But then like, I rewatch it and I'm like, I still don't really understand where they're going. We can get into that more.
Yeah,
but
it's very open ending.
So I'm still confused.
Yeah.
But and I would have loved for them to keep the killings in his original apartment because the stark white interior of that apartment made it so much better than like when they moved over to Paul Allen's Paul Allen's place. I was like, it's not as like,
it was a little bit more homey.
Yeah, and it made it
Color.
a little, I don't know. It took me out of it a little bit. I was like, I kind of like the stark whiteness of his apartment and like everything's white and like even the sheets, they get blood on it. So I would have loved for the set designers or like the director to keep it in that atmosphere. But I guess I'm kind of like grasping at straws here, like for things I didn't like. But other than that, that was it. Yeah.
That's a great point though, because the kill of Paul Allen is it hits so much more because it's just white, straight white, and then
that's a classic background.
A lot more contrast and like the brutality of that scene when it's just white.
Yeah,
that's a great point. Matt, what do you got? Cons?
Yeah, you thought way too much because I literally, for me, I had no cons. I couldn't think of anything. I thought the way that this movie was put together was just awesome.
Yeah.
I love the comedic value of it, and I love the kill scenes, all that stuff. It was well put together.
Yeah.
From everything, from the acting, the background, the music, all that stuff. I mean, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Don't be sorry.
Sorry. Don't be sorry. Sorry, I'm sorry.
So for me, and this is just searching.
We're just
for
trying
something.
to give you something.
Yeah. So I could have done with more of seeing Patrick take out all these people. Like I know in Paul Allen's apartment, he had bodies all over the place. Like I could have seen more of that action because we only really got Paul Allen and Christy and what was her name? Elizabeth.
Yeah.
But I know the girl in the beginning of the movie who's walking down the sidewalk.
They would cut it.
Yeah, they would cut it out, and then the model at the party, like he had a chunk of her hair the next day.
Morning. Yeah, it's little hints that maybe he killed them, but they never really showed us that he
exactly.
did.
So I could have used more of that. That was all I could really find. Which just give me some more of the brutality.
Yeah.
Right.
So go ahead.
Real quick, I just thought of something, and
nope, you already had your chance. You said there was no
time has passed.
No, but
nothing.
It was good.
There was nothing.
It was good because
Matt.
it's not a con necessarily, but the one part that I didn't like is I'd rather he just kill the prostitute and what's her face in the beginning.
Evelyn. Oh, and
where they're done.
Like
He's in the mirror with flexing in the mirror and all that stuff.
The first three-way.
Right.
Yeah.
So it bothered me, like they were done and then they're getting ready to leave and he's like, we're not done yet, and it has the wire hanger.
Yeah. And
then you see him leave and the girl is just like scars. That bothered me.
Yeah.
I was like,
just
something happened. They beat him up or something.
Well, he obviously
tussle.
took a
Yeah, there was a scratch.
The hanger to her, yeah.
There was a scratch. One girl had
But
like
she
a
had a
bloody
bloody
nose.
nose.
Bloody nose. I was like, oh, that kind of bothered me.
I know. And then when he picked Christy, we actually don't know the street worker's name,
Right.
but Christy is what he told her name was.
Yeah.
But she had to get surgery after that.
Yeah.
So we don't know what happened to her, poor girl.
I just wish he would have killed him.
Yeah.
I don't want to see them hurt. Just murder them, please. That's it.
Well thought out. I'm glad you want to see murder. I mean, I guess it kind of goes to what I was saying. Just show me more brutality. But
yeah.
Anyways,
I just felt bad for them. These poor ladies.
All right, let's go to favorite lines. Here we go.
Yeah,
Shelly, take
there
us
was a
away.
bunch. So I did take one from the opening routine
Oh yes,
monologue.
So good.
So it's Patrick Bateman is doing like a voiceover. And at the end he says, and this is again, I was like, if you pay attention to the beginning, you can kind of get little hints at the end. But there's an idea of a Patrick Bateman, some kind of abstraction. But there is no real me, only an entity, something illusory. And though I can hide my cold gaze and you can shake my hand and feel flesh gripping yours, and maybe you can even sense our lifestyles are probably comparable, I simply am not there.
It's a perfect monologue to set up what we're about to watch. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the beginning, it was so good.
Yeah. So that was at the end of that monologue
at
where
the end
he's peeling off his like face mask as he's
Yeah,
saying
like
this,
the
which is
cleanser.
kind of also like, I don't know, what do they call it?
Metaphorical.
Yeah, like imagery. But yeah, so I love that. After watching it again, I was like, yes, that one. So I really love that whole voiceover part.
Yeah, his narrations, they're all fantastic.
Yeah.
You could pick any of them, but that one to set it off was really, really great. So
Yeah.
nice, Matt.
It was my favorite line was just the very first time he murders, and it's when it's I guess it's not. Is it his first time?
The first time you see it.
Yeah, the first time you see
Paul
him.
Allen?
Yes.
So
yes. So
okay.
that whole scene there, just I mean, I was like laughing and just like
the dance moves,
like he's just really getting into it.
Yeah.
So just I mean, I don't want to read the whole freaking thing because it's such a long thing. He's talking about Huey Lewis in the news, and then Paul Allen says, "Hey Halberstram," who he keeps it's like a thing. Like I think he's
confusing him with his coworker.
Yeah,
he's just riding it. It's hilarious.
So he calls his name, "Hey Halberstram." Yes, Alan. Why are there copies of Styles section all over the place? Do you have a dog, a little chow or something? And laughs, and Patrick Bateman goes, "No, Alan." And he goes, "Is that a raincoat?" He's wearing a raincoat. He's like, "Yes, it is." In Huey Lewis's release, and then he goes into the whole Huey Lewis thing again.
Yeah.
And he's getting ready to, murder him. And he goes, hey, Paul. Patrick Bateman says, "Hey, Paul." And he starts bashing Alan in the head with the axe, and blood splatters everywhere. And he goes, "Try getting a reservation at Dorsey's now, you fucking stupid bastard. You fucking bastard." I just, that scene, I was just laughing hysterically at it. So that was my favorite one.
The dialogue was just so good in this film. But,
absolutely.
I ended up choosing a part because I loved, as funny as it was, but how cold he was to people. Yeah. And when he was breaking it off with Evelyn at lunch, it was towards the end of it, but he just said, "Evelyn, I'm sorry, you're not terribly important to me." And then she just breaks down. I'm dying laughing. I'm like, that's the most cold way to break up with anyone. You're just not important to me. And then I loved how a couple times in it, he, in order to get out of situations, he was just like, "I need to return some videotapes." Yeah. I thought that was hilarious. It was like his, I got to get out of here. Yeah. His excuse to get out of a sticky situation. Yeah. He was like, I got to return some videotapes. And that's
he
what
literally only watched one video in the whole movie, and it was a porno.
Right. Exactly. Right. And that's what he did at the end of the Evelyn scene, because she was breaking down. She's like, "Where are you going?" He's like, "I need to return some videotapes." All right, guys, let's go into our most enjoyable characters. Shelly, what do you got?
I mean, do we all have the same one? It's
Patrick Bateman.
Yeah, it's Patrick. But I mean, how can you not love him as the main hero of this film? I guess you could say, like he led it strong. He kept the movie going. There was no notes. But I did give it to Christy, the sex worker. Some people love her, hate her. I really thought she kind of like tried to stand up for herself, and man, she almost made it.
I know. She was this close.
So I did give it to Christy because I really did enjoy her. And she was the right amount of like uncomfortableness for a sex worker being put into the situation that she was put into. Because she's the kind of streetwalker that she's just supposed to get in your car, give you some head or something, and go about her way. but he was paying her to like come to the house. And like she even really awkwardly at one point when they were at Paul Allen's place was like, "This is much nicer than your place."
Exactly.
And it was really awkward and weird. And like the random like friend from high school was just like high or something. I don't know, she was, didn't really add much value to the film. But anyways, I did give an honorable mention to Miss Christie.
I did like Christie, and I felt happy for her in the moment where she was taking a bath, and she looked like she was like.
Enjoying
this is like
it,
really nice,
like a Pretty Woman-esque
yeah, exactly.
moment.
I was like, oh, look, like she's having, he's being vulgar and stuff with her, telling her to clean her vagina a certain way. But like she was enjoying it. He was like, put on a robe, but not the fancy one. Put on this one. She was like, this is a pretty
drinking
good,
champagne.
Pretty good work night for me. So I like Christy a lot too.
Yeah,
but
even when she tried to get away, like she was pretty smart.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm going to take the stairs. It's going to be too long to wait for the elevator.
She's going to make a ton of noise. Yeah.
So, and that's what I would do.
Exactly.
But I've always said I would piss and shit too if someone tried to like come for me.
Then they're like, you know what? Never mind.
I'm just going to like dispense all my fluids. Yeah.
I'm a monster. Stay away.
Puke too. Like,
you got that on just ready to go. Just puke. Oh,
never mind. You can stay. We're good.
I'm not going to touch you. I'm just going to back out.
Yeah. Can you imagine like being a killer and someone being like,
so all these fluids back.
Ooh, not worth it.
Nope, I'm
not
done.
Too much to clean up.
Don't like animal, like some like frogs or something do that when they get
Yeah,
scared. They
piss
like
and get scared.
secrete some shit or
That's
something.
true.
I'm essentially a frog. That's for
identify.
kidnapping too. If someone tries to like take me,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like scream and piss and shit. And I'm pretty sure I could always have something on deck.
Like, oh God!
Oh my gosh.
Listen, when you have anxiety and you're a woman,
This is
like
true.
you think about this extensively. Like, what would I do if someone tried to take me?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna piss and shit myself.
Yeah.
I'm glad you are ready with some
You're
plans.
welcome, world.
Just anytime you leave the
missed-
house, make sure you're geared up and ready to go.
I'm always geared up and ready to go.
The anxiety makes it happen.
Right? Yeah, someone grabs me, I'm gonna be instantly anxious, and then like,
Yep.
yeah,
It doesn't take much.
it doesn't take exactly.
Just a stranger walking towards me. Like, oh no.
Don't spook Shelly. Whatever you do, don't spook her. Don't come up from behind her.
I'll clench my ass.
It's not gonna help. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious.
Did anybody else have characters that like?
Oh, yeah.
Not Patrick Bateman?
I didn't really put a secondary. I just stuck with my man Pat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was pretty solid.
Yeah.
I think he would tell you not to call him Pat.
I bet you
No,
would.
he
I bet you
not
would be
stand for it.
dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
He would not
Tell me
stand for
about
it.
some
I'm gonna
music,
cut your throat.
like
Yeah.
Fine Young Cannibals or
Let
something.
you bleed out all over the floor.
She drives me crazy.
Yeah, fine. Was that Fine Young Cannibals?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or was that UB40?
No.
Okay. Regardless,
Come
I don't
on.
know 80s pop music enough.
UB40.
I don't know.
Didn't UB40 do the
Elvis
the
song?
tide is high and I'm holding on?
No, that's Blondie.
No, that's not Blondie. That's definitely not Blondie.
That's Blondie.
No, it's not.
What's the
Tide
song?
is high, but I'm holding
It's not
on.
Blondie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be your number
Yeah, that's.
one.
I think Derek's right. Sorry,
I'm the
Shelly.
type of girl
I don't
that
take
you
Derek's
do,
side
do,
a lot of
do.
times, but on this, I think it is.
Oh.
Here it
UB40
says Atomic Kitten.
Okay,
So
but that's a female. UB40 are a bunch of white dudes singing.
okay.
Hold on,
Anyways,
Singing
Yeah,
Jamaican
but it's not
music.
Blondie. So neither of us are right.
There.
Hold on.
Okay, who did it first?
Yeah.
Blondie or Atomic Kitten?
Well, it's probably Atomic Kitten. I would put money on it's Atomic Kitten. What's the name of the song?
No, it was Blondie.
What's the name of the
It's
song?
this one. It's this
Yeah,
one. It is Blondie.
it's
So
a-
Derek was right.
It's a
Fuck
jam
you,
now.
Derek.
It is good.
Let us all just enjoy Blondie. No one's gonna be mad. I love this song.
UB40 sang an Elvis remake.
Yeah, they did.
Wise men
That's what they
say only fools.
Did they do anything else?
Hold on. I'm looking it up. They did red. I was.
Red
well,
wine.
I
Yeah.
was. I think that's kind of what I wanted to say.
Red wine. Yeah.
That's a jam.
Stink look to me. Get it. Midnight
Shop.
shop. Yeah, they do. Yeah.
You know, UB40 crawled so that Snow could walk, whereas it walked so Snow could run.
I don't know, but what you said was very cool.
Was it?
I think so.
Great.
It sounded cool.
It's staying in.
He didn't make it up. He got that from
Yeah,
somebody else.
it's
Other people
already-
say like
yeah.
so and so walks so blah blah
Exactly.
can run.
I don't get out much.
You go to work and then
Well, just so you know,
and band
Derek,
shit.
Derek's not as cool as you think he is.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, that's an
win,
obvious.
by the way.
You win.
I win.
Yep.
in the bracket.
Already she won.
So
Anyways.
Where are
I
we?
do have a
Yeah.
secondary character that I want to give a shout out to. So I really enjoyed Jean, who was played by Chloe Sevigny, but I thought she was the only one who had like an almost in-depth conversation with Patrick. Like everyone else was just talking about where are we getting reservations at.
Right.
But she had like this heart-to-heart.
Dorsey's.
Yeah, Dorsey's.
Dorsey's.
But she had this heart-to-heart after he pointed a nail gun at her head. But they had like a real conversation, and then she left. But I thought she almost was able to get to the real Patrick.
Yeah.
Of all the characters.
Yeah.
So yeah, I liked her a lot, but I think unanimously it goes to Mr. Bateman. So let's go to our most annoying characters or character. Shelley.
Yes. I didn't like all the sales guys.
Yeah.
They're just
it's
slimy.
gruesome.
I'm just gonna group them together. They were all
Sure.
the same person.
Well, that's
I couldn't even tell you what their names were because like they're interchangeable.
exactly.
There's the one cokehead guy
Yeah.
that maybe had a little bit more to say now and again, but
Was it Justin Theroux's character?
I don't know. And one guy looked like Bradley Cooper,
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, that's
but not Bradley Cooper.
that's Van Patten, I think.
yeah.
Or is that George Lucas? Or Bill Sage? Josh Lucas. Sorry, some of
Was
those.
that
love
the
it.
actor, Josh Lucas?
Josh Lucas, Bill Sage, Justin Theroux are all the actors.
Yeah, actors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Timothy Bryce, Craig McDermott, and David Finpan.
Yeah.
Justin-
I couldn't tell you who's who. But
Justin Theroux was Timothy Bryce.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
I just said that.
Did
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
good
sorry.
job.
I'm sorry.
But which one was he? The
He was-
cokehead?
Yes.
He was the one that
He went to
that
the restroom with Patrick and they did
Okay, so
coke.
that's
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
He's the
Yeah.
one that Patrick thought his girlfriend was having. They were having an affair.
No, yeah, he was definitely fucking Evelyn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Patrick was fucking Lewis Carruthers.
Right.
What was her
Who
name?
Was clearly gay.
Yes. That was a fun scene.
Oh, that was
that was a very
that
interesting
was
scene.
that was Matt Ross.
Played Lewis Carruthers.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
an interesting scene. The guy
In the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
turned the tables on him and then he was just like,
Oh, kisses his hand.
See,
yeah.
you turn them off, they're gonna give up on killing you.
Yeah.
That's all you.
You kiss his hand.
I'm just saying.
It's gonna freak him out. Yeah.
Lewis kind of had the same approach as I did.
So just run at him and try to like make out with him.
Yeah.
That works. It's either shit and piss yourself, or totally try to get a nice little
It
kiss
turns
from him.
their like killing turn on off.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Takes her-
Anyways,
Takes their killing
at
boner
least I
away.
have a
I get
plan.
it. It's good to have a plan.
All right, Matt, did you have any annoying characters?
I did. Paul Allen.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's I couldn't stand him. He was just obnoxious, and I feel like even him saying the last name wrong. I mean, I felt like
confusing
it
him?
was intentional to try to put himself in a higher status.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just did not care for Mr. Allen,
Yeah.
played by Jared Leto.
Leto. So I could not. I had none annoying characters. All the Wall Street Bros were despicable, but I thought they were all important in creating that aesthetic of what Mary was going for. So like to me, they had value in this film. They weren't a wasted character. So I really didn't have any annoying characters, and there were a bunch of characters, but like, I mean, I loved Kimball. I guess I could have put him as a favorite
William
character.
Dafoe, yeah.
I could keep going on about the characters in this film, but like I didn't have any characters that annoyed me, and I could have did without. So I got
Nice.
No
none.
take backsies like Matt though when he had no cons. Okay,
No.
you can't suddenly have an annoying character.
I
in
watched
5
this movie
minutes.
like 4 times. I have
I
no
could have
annoying
kept that. I
characters.
could have kept that con to myself because it was pretty stupid. So
But it was sort of like mine. So regardless, let's move on into favorite kills favorite kills. Let's do it. Shelley, what do you got?
Favorite kill / scares.
scares.
I don't think there was a lot of scares in
No.
this, but I think there's one in the end that was really good, but I feel like I tried to pick a different one, but I'm gonna do the Paul Allen kill just because I
Yeah.
love the whole setup of that one with the Huey Lewis of the News playing and the dancing. And then him getting like the rain jacket on and everything. Like the whole setup and scene is really great. And Paul's just like sitting there drunk and saying, like Matt said, all the random things that he's like, you have a dog and shit like that. Like it's just a great overall killing scene. And then Patrick just goes for it and like it's just pure and total like insanity. And then he is done and he takes the raincoat off and just sits there and he's like, all right.
Have a little cigar.
Yeah. A little smoke sesh.
Yeah.
So that was, I did that one. I have another one that I really like, but I think other people might like that one too.
Okay.
I'm with you. That was my favorite scene. I love because I hated him. I was glad to watch him be the first to die. So and I just again the whole setup, the whole story of Huey Lewis in the news and the dancing scene, like it was great. So that was
dancing's ridiculous. Too, like,
it's like
it reminded me a little bit. You know when Conan did the little hip dance with the strings,
right, with the string.
Yeah. It reminded me of that. And I loved that dance so much.
Yeah, that was my favorite kill.
Isn't it funny about Paul Allen though? But like, you know, in a sea of pompous douchebags, like he somehow is the most pompous douchebag.
Well, did you see his business card?
I know.
Yeah. Yes.
I know.
That was it. That's what set him off.
I know. So for my favorite kill, I think it might be the other one you were talking about, Shelley, but it was Christie's death.
Yeah. That's I really like that one.
It was towards the end, but I think the reason I liked it so much was how the scene started off. You know, she saw Elizabeth being attacked, freaked out, ran through the apartment, found all these dead bodies, gruesome looking scenes, people hanging in like a coat closet.
Yeah.
And then, you know, obviously, and we get our climax at the end with the impossible chainsaw dropping down the stairwell to take her out. And it was just so much action in it, so great, and I loved it so much, just like the Paul Allen one. Very
reminiscent of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which he's watching earlier in the film. Exactly. Like you think he's killing someone, but he's actually just doing crunches to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And it was very much like the victim running, screaming, and him like wielding the crazy chainsaw and
so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right, so that takes us through our Feasting Fiends. Let's go to Final Cut. And this is where I reveal the ending of the film, and we discuss and give our ratings of 1 to 5 stabs. 1 stab, no redeeming value. 2 stabs, bad. 3 stabs, mediocre. 4 stabs, good. 5 stabs, masterpiece. Spoiler alert. This one's pretty good.
Fast forward.
I went to like a 17.
Sweet. 17 font?
Ooh, it's on pearl white. With Times New Roman print, black ink.
In my head, I'm very jealous right now.
Yeah, you should.
In my head,
I wish you would monologue it. All right. Patrick Bateman decides to attempt his second three-way with Christy and Elizabeth at Paul Allen's apartment by going into great detail over the greatness of Whitney Houston's Whitney Houston LP. During the act, Patrick attacks Elizabeth, and Christy goes to escape but runs into all the stashed bodies that Patrick has been collecting. Bloody and naked, Patrick chases Christy with a chainsaw, and she meets her maker at the bottom of the stairwell by a precisely dropped chainsaw. The following evening, Patrick breaks it off with Evelyn while out to dinner. She makes a scene, and he storms off to return some videotapes. While out, he starts losing it and sees a message from an ATM demanding that he feed it a stray cat. An old woman shows up to intervene, but he shoots her, and then some cops and a few other people before running off to hide out in his office. Police helicopter lights seem to follow him while he makes a frantic phone call to his lawyer, Harold, confessing to all his crimes. The morning comes and Patrick completes his routine as always before heading into Paul Allen's apartment to find it completely rid of the bodies. A real estate broker kicks him out and tells him never to come back. Patrick makes a call to his receptionist, Jean, and she informs him he has to meet his colleagues at Harry's for drinks, and he confesses that he won't be in today. After hanging up, Jean snoops around through his calendar and finds crude and violent drawings. That night, Patrick runs into his lawyer, Harold, and he blows off his voicemail from the night before as a joke. Patrick insists it's real, but Harold sternly tells him he's wrong because he had dinner with Paul Allen in London twice. Perplexed and unsure of what is real or imaginary, Patrick retreats to his friends. The group discuss whether Ronald Reagan is harmless or a psychopath, while Bateman's inner monologue laments that he will never receive the punishment he desires and therefore shall continue to live in pain. His confession meant nothing. The end. How did you guys feel about the ending? I know you were...
I'm confused. Like, I don't know, like... Was it all real? Was it all not? Even like Paul Allen's apartment, when he went back in and the realtor was trying to sell it, looked completely different, and just made no, like where the bathtub was a closet, I think. Because he mentions that Paul Allen was like sitting in a tub of something.
Yeah. Oh, he was sitting in a tub in Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, his body was
Which I'm assuming was his apartment.
Yeah, that's
so
true. Yeah.
It looked like he was looking for the tub, and he opened a closet, and it was a closet, not a tub.
Yeah.
So it was like almost like a completely different place, and they were calling him a different name. The lawyer was calling him
because he was confusing him. Oh, what was he calling him? He was calling him another name because he thought that he was another client calling him to confess. And he said, there's one fatal flaw. Bateman's too much of a wussy to do that or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm Bateman. I'm Not Davis or whoever he was calling him.
He had a different... The lawyer was referring to him as a different name, but then when he went back to his friends, whatever they are, they called him Bateman again.
Yeah.
I don't know. What is his name?
In this movie, there was a thing where people were constantly confusing each other. So these guys are almost interchangeable. Like you said before, like with the Wall Street crew. They're all shitty because they're all the fucking same. So I think there was a theme where she was like, you can place any of these guys into Patrick Bateman, it's all the same. Because that's this culture. But
what happened to all the people that he supposedly shot that night? The policeman, the old lady, the security guards.
So for me... I don't think he did any of that. I don't think he hurt anybody. I think he was having psychotic breaks. And the doodles that Gene found, I think that was him like living out these fantasies. And then even with...
I mean, you saw little bits of it. Like when the bartender, he looked in the mirror and like said something really crude. It was almost like nobody heard him when he said these things.
Right.
Yes.
Like he said, I'm into murders and executions. And the model goes, a lot of people don't like working in mergers and...
Acquisitions.
Yeah. So like it's almost like like you said, he's like imagining all this.
Yes.
That's the best explanation for it. But what's his fucking name? Like I didn't think they needed to do the name switch. I know they're like confusing, but at the end I think that added a little bit more. If they just continued to call him Bateman, I think I would have gotten more of the like it's just psychotic episodes that he's having. It's not like he's actually killing these people. That made me think, like, is he a different person? I don't know.
Maybe like an unnecessary curveball to it. If it would have been a little bit more straightforward. Yeah.
Just call him Bateman.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
Matt, how'd you feel about the end?
I liked it. I kind of agree. I think that it was all in his head. Like you said, with the pictures that they found, I think that he was just living that out. I thought he wasn't Patrick. I thought he was somebody else.
Oh, okay.
And everybody just, it was a good ending.
Yeah.
I thought it was, like I said, all in his head. So I enjoyed it. Yeah.
I did see there's some, I don't know if you would call it a fan theory, but there is a thought that this all did happen and that Patrick's dad, because I know in the beginning when he's talking to Evelyn in the car, she's talking about like, you don't even have to work. Your dad will take care of everything.
Yeah.
So because he's working for his dad's firm. And a lot of people think that he did all this stuff, but that his dad has got people on the payroll. Like the real estate broker was paid to go into Paul Allen's apartment, clean it up, and that's why there's that weird interaction where she like looks at him knowingly, like, who are you?
Yeah.
Like, you need to get out of here and never come back.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, why is she so adamant that he not come back? So there's like a lot of different thoughts with the end of this film.
I don't know how reliable a site called Screen Rant is, but their theory is the first one that came up and actually was just posted September 1st of this year.
Oh, cool.
The American Psycho ending illustrates the theme of affluent individuals facing no consequences for their heinous actions, as Bateman's co-workers and friends dismiss his confessions and the police fail to find any evidence of his crimes.
There's a lot of different things you can take from this.
Yeah.
And that's, this being a satire against that culture of the 80s, of these Wall Street guys. That's definitely like, you could totally understand someone taking that away from this film. There's a lot of different interpretations, I think, with the ending, and it is wide open. So, all right, with that, guys, you want to give it our stabs?
And I just want to say I don't always like that. I like to have closure.
I get it.
Don't make me decide what the ending is.
Right.
Tell me what the ending is.
Yeah.
Anyways, but stabs. I'm even gonna give it just like a 4.9. I'm not gonna give it perfect, and I am gonna do a 0.9. I know we don't usually do that.
It's fine.
It's close to perfect
Yeah.
to me. But there are little things.
Yeah.
Like I said, the ending. I'm still confused. Like I said, tell me the ending. And there's certain things like I said that I could do without, or like they're little bits. So I can't give it a perfect score, but but it's pretty dang close.
Maybe no gun to a stray kitty's head.
Oh my gosh, he was trying to stick the ATM told him to feed the kitten to him, but
and then also the homeless guy in the alleyway with the poor dog.
Yeah,
the dog gets stomped out.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't think the dog was dead. I'm going to pretend like the dog wasn't dead. He
We're
kind of just whimpered. Maybe he got kicked.
We can live in it.
He got kicked. Let's just say that.
Yep.
He just got maimed. Not maimed. He just got, he's got a sore knee. He'll be all right.
Yep.
Matt, what about you for stabs?
Yep. I'm going to say that too. I keep getting crab in my throat.
Crab or crap?
Crap.
Pop your peas.
Crap. So I gave this movie a solid 5.
Ooh, okay.
Solid. Yeah. I just loved the movie. It had everything I wanted in a movie.
Yeah.
Violence, murder, murder, and some comedy.
Yeah.
And the story was great too. So I thought and acting was relatively good. Not phenomenal, but it was good. So I give it a solid 5. I would watch this movie anytime, any place, anywhere. Cool. Well, depending on where I'm at, I guess would be the greatest. I don't know if
maybe not on an airplane next.
Not on an airplane might be a little odd. So yeah, a solid 5. How about you, Derek?
Yeah. So performances were great. Story was good. I just could have used more of his actions. So I landed on a 4.5. So it was close, but I went 0.5.
Nice.
All right, Shelley. The daunting task of Voices from Beyond.
Guys, where were you? This is just where I go through our listeners' thoughts on the movie that we watched. We have a small but mighty group this week. So our first Voices from Beyond is from Roger R. And he said, "This is one of my all-time favorites. From the opening scene to the last, this movie rules. I would never say one negative thing about this movie, and I will cut the head off of anyone that says different or imagine it." I relate much to Patrick Bateman, Sports by Huey Lewis, and The News is great. Michael M. said the character soundtrack writing, it's all amazing. My faves are the intro to Patrick when he explains his routine as well as the business card scene.
Oh, yeah.
And then Lisa C. said, "I'm not a huge fan of American Psycho. I don't consider it a horror. It's more a psychological thriller, and those don't sell well with me. The soundtrack slaps, though. I will agree with Shelley on that it is an amazing soundtrack, and Christian Bale shows his level of acting diversity, which is absolutely fantastic."
Yeah.
So that's it. That's all we got for this week.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks as always for playing along.
Playing along with us. Matt, you have any interesting facts you want to share with us?
Sure. I definitely do. Just a couple fun facts, and Shelley and Derek, I'm sure you guys might have some too. So,
nope.
During the shooting of the film, Christian Bale spoke in an American accent offset at all times. At the wrap-up party, when he began to speak in his native British accent, many of the crew thought he was speaking that way as an accent for another film. They had thought he was an American throughout the entire shoot. Looking for a way to create Patrick Bateman character, Christian Bale stumbled onto a Tom Cruise appearance on The Late Show with David Letterman.
Oh my God.
In 1993. According to co-writer and director Mary Harron, Bale saw in Cruise this very intense friendliness with nothing behind the eyes.
That is awesome.
And Bale subsequently based the character of Bateman on that. Increasingly, Tom Cruise is actually featured in the novel. He lives in the same apartment complex as Bateman. He meets him in an elevator and gets the name of Cocktail, 1988 movie, wrong, calling it Bartender. So
that is hilarious, because now that I'm thinking back to the scene where he's leaving a voicemail on his lawyer's phone, that just reeks of Tom Cruise going crazy. That is perfect.
With the nothing behind eyes.
Just dead eyes.
Yeah. The single biggest cost of the film was purchasing the rights to the various songs used throughout.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
I didn't know this, but did you know Leonardo DiCaprio was in this movie? Like started the movie.
Oh, was he originally casted?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Leonardo DiCaprio was asking $21 million to play the lead, forcing the film's budget up to $40 million. When he quit and Christian Bale resumed the role, the budget went back down to a more reasonable $7 million.
Wow.
With a box office take in excess of $34 million. So yeah, I didn't know that. But there's like a bunch of stuff on there. Does anybody else have anything? I could go on and on, but
no, I think that's good.
Yeah.
No,
we
that's
got,
great.
We got to build the bracket.
sure we do.
All right, that takes us through American Psycho, and now it is time for us to build our 2023 Little Bracket of Horrors Deathmatch brackets. You guys ready? Ow, ow, ow! I wish I had sound pad like clap things, but I don't have it highlighted, so it's not going to work.
Well, you could just go through them, and then whichever one takes, edit
Clap,
it.
clap, clap, clap. Clap, 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 clap. All right.
I could go grab my cowbell.
Shelly's going to do us the honor of pulling out the movies, and we're going to go from left to right. So, starting on the left-hand side, going in at the number 1 spot, our first movie.
The number 1 seed. No,
Number 1 is...
May not be the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
I was like, blank.
It's blank.
It's Cooties.
Wow.
Cooties.
That was a fun movie.
Oh my God.
Cooties.
Who
Okay.
was the guy that is our favorite?
That was Rainn Wilson. Wasn't Rainn Wilson in that?
Dual Real Wheel.
Dual Real Wheel.
No, the guy, the science teacher. Or whatever.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. He was very dry, but funny.
He was the best.
Yeah.
Settle down, whatever. He would
Yeah.
yell at him. Yeah.
Rebecca. Settle down, Rebecca.
So I didn't say anything.
And going up against Cooties is
Dun, 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 dun.
Another horror comedy.
Suspiria.
Suspiria. Oh, I'm really loud there.
Suspiria.
So there's a number 1, number 2 spot. Cooties
Yeah.
versus Suspiria.
Now
Down
we're going
below.
Number 3.
Let's do it.
That's
Hell House LLC.
Shelly, did you watch the new one?
I have not yet.
We should watch it together. Come hang out.
Together
Yeah.
forever. All right, number 4
It's going up against Hell House. Number 4.
is Shaun of the Dead.
Ooh.
Okay.
Shaun
Okay. All right.
of the Dead.
How do you spell the?
All right, going back up
Back up to
with
the
a
top.
bye week.
Say that again.
With a bye week
With the bye week.
is number 5.
Is it a New Zealand accent? We're getting brain dead.
Oh, American Psycho gets
Hey.
a free pass.
What?
American Psycho's getting a bye.
Psycho.
Number 6.
6.
Malignant. Remember Malignant?
Yeah, John was on that episode. John from Bad Moon FX.
I'm spelling it wrong.
I'm spelling it completely wrong.
Malignant.
I will.
I'm printing another bracket before.
Malgent.
I'm gonna.
Malignant.
I'm gonna create and print it up on here if you guys want to
Yeah.
print from that. No.
Number 7.
7
against
against
In the
Malignant.
7 spot.
Friday the 13th, part 2.
2 Friday.
13th, 2, part 2. All right. Number 8.
This year is gonna be tough.
Okay.
Numero 8.
Who gets a bye? House of 1,000 Corpses.
Ooh. Corpses. And at the
1,000
hot number 8 spot,
Corpses.
Hot number 8 spot.
the
Number
Ocho.
9. Number 9.
Numero
is
9.
At the bottom of the left-hand side, last 2 movies.
Brain Dead.
Yeah.
Dead Alive.
Brain Dead.
Brain dead.
And number 10 is
Final movie on the left-hand side.
On the left-hand side.
An American Werewolf in London.
Woo!
Some of these are going to be pretty easy because I'm like, all right, what was that one about again? You said, ow.
Awesome. That takes us through the left-hand side. Let's go to the right.
For number 11
Number 11.
Number 11.
is
Bum, bum, bum.
Tammy and the T-Rex.
Tammy.
Tammy or Tanny. Tammy
Tammy
or
and the
Tanny?
teenage T-Rex.
The teenage T-Rex.
And
Tammy
number 12.
versus-
Lucky number 12.
Who's number 12 going to be? Everyone's waited so long for
Waited
this.
for so long.
Insidious.
Insidious. All right.
Good luck, Tammy.
Sorry.
Which was Insidious?
What?
Oh, don't
Lipstick
even.
Demon. Lipstick Demon.
The red and black face demon.
Patrick Wilson. Oh my God! Get out
Don't
of here.
even.
You
He's
son-
gonna pick Tammy.
No.
No, I won't.
Yeah, you are.
I just have to
Watch-
remember
watch the
Insidious.
trailers.
Yeah.
Number
You'll remember.
13.
All right, what do we have at number 13, Jada?
The Conjuring.
Oh, I got it now. The lipstick demon.
Oh
Got
my
it.
Gosh. And number 14.
Numero
Rabbit.
Rabid.
Rabid.
Rabid. Got it.
And number 15.
Back at the top.
Back to the top. Back back in time.
Pet Cemetery.
That's a good one. Semi.
For whatever reason, you fools let Tammy pass Insidious.
You fools.
You'll never know. You will eventually.
Oh my God.
You will eventually.
All right.
Number 16, Nightbreed.
Oh, Nightbreed.
We watched Nightbreed this season?
Yeah, Lisa and Roger came for that episode.
Oops, I put it wrong. There we go. We're on 16, Nightbreed.
That was a fan pick. That was a Lisa and Roger fan pick. So thanks, Lisa and
I
Roger.
don't know where we were.
You
I
got.
still remember that one.
I forget. I think you were out of town. I don't know what you were doing.
I think your son was getting like christened or something.
I think he was getting baptized.
Yeah, they smash a bottle on him.
Number 17.
He was going on his first journey.
This will break. Keep trying.
His head's too hard.
Smile.
Ooh, Smile. That
a
was
good one.
Smile.
Yes, I like Smile.
That's all right.
Number
Smile, Nightbreed.
18.
18. Take it away.
Ginger Snaps 2. I hate that it's in 18.
So we can just skip 18.
Hold on now. Give it its fair due.
Come on.
2.
Number 19.
Come on. Ghost was amazing.
Ginger Snaps dose.
19.
The Exorcist.
That's a good one.
Ooh, The Exorcist. With our last and final movie, what is up against Exorcist at the number 20 spot, Shelley?
Any guesses? No. Just
Just give me a little bit.
Puppet Master.
Oh yeah.
You guys are like, oh yeah, we knew that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
But we did it.
Yeah, we did it.
We done
All
did
right.
it.
All right, guys. So the bracket is built. Our next episode, we'll be doing a tournament. So hopefully, those of you who have taken the ride with us this year will be tuning in, and we'll have the bracket available online if anyone wants to grab one. So if you guys listen on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please hit the follow button and give us a rating and review if you like what we do. You can find us on Facebook by searching Little Bracket of Horrors and on Instagram by typing at Little Bracket of Horrors. Though we're still an audio-based podcast, you can now find us on YouTube. Just search our name and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our uploads. We have merch available to purchase at tpublic.com. Just search for our name in their website search bar or pay attention to our socials for a direct link. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I'm Derek.
I'm Shelly.
And I'm Matt.
And we will catch you on the other side.
Yeah.
Are these new floors?
You've noticed.
Is that why we sound so like
Echoey?
maybe it's the new floors?
It could be.
I think it might be the new floors because I
Could
feel
it
like
be the new paint job that we did in this room too?
it's much brighter.
It matches Derek's shirt.
I know, Derek, stand against the wall. You'll disappear.
You'll disappear. You know what? You're right. It is. You're
Yeah, we're
100%.
definitely a little bit more like,
So these are whatever that material is.
pergola.
Maybe. I don't know, but
The
the
looks
other
like wood, but it's like more durable than wood.
Yeah, it's like the holy
Faux wood.
shit.
Yeah, it's very loud out there.
Everybody's got to shut the fuck up.
I wonder if we should put like the towel under the door.
We could, or once we tell everybody we're on, Daniel and Ian will go in the other room.
Okay. They fucking better.
They fucking better. I swear to the
I
Lord.
swear to God.
I swear to the Lord
You want your
Almighty.
coffee?
That'd be great.
I'm trying not to touch
You can put your
this.
finger in it. I don't care. Blah,
Ugh.
blah, blah. Noise.
Cheers.
You like it? It's Mickey Mouse. I know you like
I love
Mickey
anything
Mouse.
Mickey. Did you tell him to shut the fuck up?
Shut the fuck. It is very
I'm gonna tell
echoing
you
here.
because out there you can hear everything.
Oh, yeah?
Everything.
Well, thank God this is
Our last one.
This is the last one, and for some reason we have it at my house. Has the worst audio problems ever.
We're just gonna have to go really into our mics today.
Hello, anyway.
Not like that.
I can't do that with mine.
Just Derek's the only one who's gonna have a lot of sound bleeding
I'm gonna
problem.
speak right on it.
Do you have a condom?
I don't know
Do you
if
have
it would
another
fit on
condom?
there.
Well,
I don't think it'll fit on there.
You couldn't even get it on a little bit, you think? Is it because Derek's
check in
mic
there.
is ribbed?
The other one.
It's-
The other, and you just dumped
As
out
you
a
threw a
pen.
pen.
You fucking asshole. Do you want to stand or you want to?
Stand.
Yeah, I have another one.
I thought you meant like
Do
stand
you,
up.
do you want to stand while we do
stand.
this? No, seriously, can you stand?
Check.
Am I too loud?
No.
Okay.
No, you feel fine.
Thanks. Yeah, but
think
this
that's good.
room totally the floor's
It's more
changed
echoey
everything.
than it usually
It
is.
did, yeah.
Yeah.
We need more carpet in here.
Okay, I just
Sounds
need to
good.
talk on a normal voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't scream so much.
Do you have a
I'm
normal
sorry.
voice?
Sometimes I get excited.
I am very excited.
Oh, hold on. One second.
Oh Christ,
Fuck.
he's got to take a poop.
No, I don't.
We don't even need these mics with this room. Just put one in the middle. It's so loud.
I think. Yeah. The acoustics in here are fantastic.
Yeah, it's very loud.
Are you gonna record your vocals in here for?
No,
Oh.
nothing over there. That's slid down.
Matt, you get to do the intro.
Bullshit.
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah. So just FYI, I just dropped a pen. It's a lot of.
I know.
Every little.
Every little. So get your drinks now.
I have drinks.
Oh
Do
yeah.
you need a drink?
Derek,
Yeah,
do you want a water?
I'm gonna
Go
get
grab
water.
Did I tell you the story of what we used to do to like initiate?
Christ.
Don't slam the door.
Say again.
Who's Joseph Linton?
Ooh, sounds cute.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hi, my name's Eliza. I'm calling you from Protect Sure Medicare. Can you hear me okay?
Medicare. But I'm only 21.
I'm reaching out to you as this is the annual enrollment period 2024, and you can qualify for increased grocery coverage.
Grocery coverage.
Grocery
Maybe I need to
coverage.
get on this Medicare.
Up to $174.
Tell me more about this grocery coverage.
Right?
I want free groceries.
Tell me more about this grocery
I
coverage.
don't know. What's her name? Eva?
And my senior supervisor
Again, you look like you're drinking milk.
will further to get medical coverage options.
I'm good.
Fuck them.
I don't need grocery coverage. I don't live that far away from the grocery store.
Fuck you, grocery coverage.
Grocery coverage.
It's got this little rubber thing.
Yeah. Hey.
I was in for a minute because they were like grocery coverage. I
It's
was
like, wait,
oh,
what?
wait,
What's?
hold
I've never
on.
heard of grocery coverage.
Yeah.
I might need some of that.
It comes with your Medicare.
Ooh. I think that filters should not be allowed
For what?
on like pictures and stuff like that.
Sometimes I like to look snatched.
You always look snatched. Wait, what is
Snatched?
that mean?
What is snack? Like a snack? Is that part of being a
I mean,
snack?
I always look like a snack. But
Yeah.
I like to look snatched.
All right, I'm sending it to you.
Man, you look snatched.
Is that the like past tense to be
Oh,
snack?
I spilled my
You've been
coffee.
snatched. Oh no.
Can you grab?
Yeah. I got you.
Hey, spelled her coffee.
We're never getting started.
That's all right.
This guy is being an idiot.
You're not an idiot. Don't be so hard on yourself. Stop.
I'm going through a rough time.
I'm going to get the mirror out, and you're going to look at it,
How was Busch Gardens?
and you're going to repeat what I say.
Busch Gardens.
I feel like your coffee's going to tip over again if you...
No, you.
I'm just... My anxiety is going through the roof right now.
You have anxiety?
A little bit, yeah.
Interesting.
I've developed it over the years,
Is that better?
believe it or not.
Does that make you feel better?
It does now that I
Can
can't
I see
it.
your
No,
phone?
it's good.
Yeah.
Can I see your phone?
You want to see mine too? Look.
Thanks, dude.
Look at it. Bang.
We should have a fight.
It's so pretty.
Should we?
I don't want to.
Is that causing a noise? That fan?
No, do not shut that off or I'm gonna sweat all over the place. This is our sauna room.
Okay, thank you. All right, so I have 3.
Okay.
I thought they'd be more popular.
I know.
Okay.
I thought people were gonna be clamoring for it. Weirdos.
Just us.
Just us. And actually, odd enough, I don't know how, but Tammy and the T-Rex is like our highest listened to.
Oh, really?
Our highest listened
Funny.
to episode for this second season, anyways. And I was like, what the hell happened? And it was like 36 episodes. 36 listens were from like, what was it? Cedar Bluff, Iowa. I was like, what is going on? Is there a T-Rex convention in Cedar Bluffs, Iowa? I bet there's dinosaur bones in Iowa.
Yeah, there were.
They're on an expedition.
When Iowa was there?
One what?
Iowa.
That's when it was there, right?
Why are we talking about Iowa?
They're our number one market for Tammy and the T-Rex.
They are.
We're gonna fly out there.
Do a podcast out there?
Yeah. This chair's loud.
Oh, man, I
Friday
can't
the
do
13th
this.
part 2 is our lowest.
Yeah, 18.
23.
I think. Oh, I got a couple more since our little thingamajig. Here. I can't slouch in this chair. It likes to bark. Matt, you're kicking us off.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on, do it.
Come on, do it. Come on, man, do it. You're really good at it. This is my podcast. It's just going to be noises.
This room is ridiculous. Oh my god.
Hello. Lick the cat.
Ew.
Down. Oh my God, I can hear myself drinking.
Getting a little drinky drink.
I am.
No,
I need the agua.
that's a good idea.
Get a drink. We should have a drink break.
We should. That's a great idea. I'm like, where the
We can all make noises at the same
And
time.
then that way-
Now you have coffee flavored water, Matthew.
I don't give a fuck. I'm a man.
All right.
Dry heaving.
Oh, yes. It hit the spot, even though it didn't sound like it.
I can't. Hold on. No, I can't drink.
Nice. Everyone ready to get back into it?
Yes.
I guess so.
All right, guys. Yeah, nice. Are you done?
Now I am.
Good.